What is margin of error in campaign polling data? Imagine trying to guess how a whole city feels about a new park with only a small group of people. That's what pollsters do when they survey voters. They can't ask everyone, so they pick a sample. But how close are those results to what everyone really thinks? That's where the margin of error comes in. The margin of error is a number that shows how much the poll results might differ from the true opinion of all voters. If a poll says 50% support a candidate and the margin of error is 3%, the real support could be anywhere from 47 to 53%. It's like a safety zone around the poll's number. Pollsters usually survey between 1,000 and 2,000 people. When they do, the margin of error is often around 3% for 1,000 people and about 2% for 2,000 people. The bigger the sample, the more accurate the results are. Smaller samples mean a wider margin of error, making the results less precise. Understanding this is key for campaigns. If a candidate is leading by 3 points with a 3% margin of error, they might actually be tied or even behind. When comparing to candidates, the margin of error doubles. So, a lead of 3 points could really be anywhere from a loss of 5 points to an 11-point win. That's a big difference and affects how campaigns plan their next moves. It's also important to know that the margin of error only covers sampling error. Other issues like missing certain groups or people not answering surveys can make the actual error larger. Sometimes, the real error can be about twice what the margin of error suggests. For example, the actual mistake might be around 3.5 percentage points. When campaigns look at subgroups, like specific age groups or regions, the margin of error gets bigger because fewer people are surveyed in each subgroup. For example, if a poll of 1,000 people splits evenly between men and women, each group might have a margin of error of about 4%. Knowing about the margin of error helps campaigns decide where to focus their efforts. If a poll shows a candidate leading by just a couple of points within the margin of error, they might need to work harder in that area. It also helps avoid overconfidence from small leads that could easily disappear once the margin of error is considered. In the end, understanding the margin of error means campaigns can better interpret poll results. It keeps them realistic about voter support and guides smarter decisions on outreach and fundraising. Polls are helpful, but knowing their limits makes all the difference.